So friends, today we will see how to describe a place or objects including sounds and smells. So before starting, let's have a look to words and phrases that we can use while describing a location or size of a place, house, object. So here I wrote a few. At the end of Mandir Marg. Suppose you are describing a house, you can say my house is at the end of Mandir Marg, or just opposite to the railway station, or behind the house there is an open garden, open field, or a open swimming pool, whatever you want. My house is hardly 200 meters away from the bus stop, railway station, or from market. Now you can also mention here either your building is single floored, you can say single storied or double storied, either it is small or big, or the number of living rooms including guest room you can also mention here. And you, if you want, you can mention your size of your living room, bedroom, which is mentioned here, 10 by 8 feet or small 6 by 5 feet, whatever. Now ceiling, generally the height of ceiling is 11 feet, 12 feet, but here I just wrote 8 feet just to mention that you can attract the attention of a reader, the 8 feet, which is hardly a door's height. So ceiling is quite low, hardly 8 feet high. So now while writing or while describing to a house, you have to just connect these words, that's all. So here I have given example, my brother has a small single storied house, same what we have read as single storied house. It has only 2 living rooms, size you can mention. The ceiling is quite low, if you want you can give the height also. The house is situated at the end of Mandir Marg, Gandhi Marg, whatever marg you want to specify, just opposite to the railway station, and behind the house whatever you have you keep on writing. So this is the one. Now this is the house that we have discussed. Now moving further, here we will see a sound and smells, how we can mention in our composite writing. So here, one day I was woke up by the morning breeze coming fresh from the newly plowed land. So here, suppose your house is near or your house is at the countryside where you were awakened by morning breeze, the sweet and tender smell of the flowering mustard, the shepherd boy's flute sounding in the distance. Here you have discussed that the smell of flower and newly plowed land, and also you have mentioned the sound that you can hear, which is shepherd boy's flute sounding, and also the children's playing. He also could hear the sound of children playing. So the smell of wet fodder and the pungent smoke of the straw fire. Generally in villages they cook their food by burning this wet fodder or dry fodder, would enter into the very lungs. Here he is describing how he is feeling when he breathed this pungent smoke of straw fire. So this was about sound and smell also. Now if we have to describe an object, then in object you can take, here I have taken that china crockery set. You can even describe your TV your car, anything, whatever you want. So here, while describing this, you have to mention the texture and their use. So here, in this you can mention that what type of material it has, it is made of, its surface and feel and touch, how it is in during feeling or while touching it. The china crockery, suppose you have a plate which might be curved up slightly at the rim. It has a golden border. At the center is a picture of red roses, a convex bowl for sugar, and a teacup in a saucer. The saucers are of light yellowish in color. Here you can mention the color, design, surface, all over that you can feel or see or visualize. Now here you can see a few words or phrases that could be helpful. Creeping of birds. At night the crickets sing. Here the cricket is a type of insect that usually makes sounds during nights. Market. If you are going to market, you can mention the pyramids of potatoes and other vegetables are piled up. You can hear the noise of haggling and hawking. A rotten smell of decaying vegetables. When you go vegetable market, you can feel all these things. Clanging of the temple bell wafted up the breeze from the river bank. Now, this was that. Now here, if you have to tell something, how to prepare, how to cook, then that is a process, how things are made. Here, I wrote in points, you have to connect all these points. Just for idea, I am writing this. I wrote this. Heat a greased tawa or iron plate. Spread a portion of the paste on it. Even you can tell how a paste can be made. There is also a procedure to make a dosa paste or any paste. Spread a portion of the paste on it. Cover it for 2 minutes. After that, turn it and fry the other side. Adding some oil. Continue till you get a crisp and brown dosa. So this was the process of making dosa. I have skipped the process of making paste. Now, if you got a new TV and you want a antenna to be installed, so here are two ways. One is passive ways. The antenna is installed firmly, and second one is imperative. Install the antenna firmly. Here the instructions book. This is the instructions that we generally get with the set, either it is TV, fridge, whatever. So while writing instruments and apparatus are to be used, you have to write in passive form. Like the antenna is installed firmly so that it will not move. Then connect the TV's main plug to the socket. With the help of remote, set the settings for channels and so on. So here our description writing is over. Now from next class we will see narrative writing, which is also a type of composition writing, and in which we will see how to write stories and in what tenses. So thank you friends, thank you for watching this video.